Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Tokyo 13 Fake Social Network, and finally got some messages and some, well, notices aren't messages, but so we got a new riddle, this is another post from Monko, but there is a new riddle posted. Tonight's dinner, we let the chef make us his favorite pasta. He really went all out and we have no idea how to thank him. Anyway, it's me, Monko. I'm about to start enjoying this lovely Eastern-style fettuccine. Delicious. Caramel says, you're going to put all your weight back on. Ju says, so I'm guessing there's a riddle hidden in these noodles? Monko says, Caramel, it's fine. I've resigned myself to it. I mean, come on, look at all this delicious food. And to Ju, they say, you have such a one-track mind, lol. Ju says, I cannot help it. By the way, I solved it and sent you the answer in a PM. Monko says, if you add soba broth, it tastes even better. Serious deliciousness here. I highly recommend visiting this restaurant if you're ever in Okinawa. Chihiro says, whereabouts in Okinawa is it? I want to go. Monko says, well, the name of the restaurant is A Secret. Kuni says, again, and Kilala says, here we go. I'm not sure if this is actually a riddle. Oh, doesn't seem to be, thank goodness. So we could say, looks delicious, you're so lucky to be eating such great food, you should be eating something more local, lol, or very Eastern and fresh. I'm just going to say it looks delicious. Oh, well, Yuka's posted on the feed. Can anybody see this? Where am I? My battery is about to die. Chigawa says, Yuka? Kuni says, what's that supposed to mean? Ju says, what is this, Yuka? Caramel says, some new real-life riddle event she's participating in or something? Kilala says, maybe someone should try to contact her directly? Nishino, which seems like a new face. I agree, does anyone know her phone number? Just an ordinary salaryman working to support his family. Lately, my time is spent raising my son and playing old video games to dig out of the closet. And, back to the feed. Ju says she's not responding to my texts. I've had that problem too. I see it. We can all see your post. Are you okay? Or it's posted. Hey, are you okay? I'm going to say we can all see your post. You okay? A little worried about Yuka. Oh, sorry for that pause. I had to cough. So you got a new riddle from Ken also. Sup, here's today's riddle. The answer is a number. How many people have disappeared? Well, Yuka doesn't seem to be doing too well. I'm a little worried about Shiku and Takishida, so that's at least 3. Kuni, no good. I can't figure this one out at all. Kilala says, you sure do make a lot of these. Ken to Kuni says, give it one more try. And Ken to Kilala, this one was inspired by something a bit different than the others. You abducting people and putting them in your basement? Well, my first instinct would be to try to count, like, the lines in some way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 4, 4. Well, I'll try it. Not quite. I'll PM you the correct answer eventually. He just gave up us on immediately, so let's try a hint.
Find the hidden animal.
No, it's this one again. So let's see what our hint is, assuming we got a proper hint. Pay attention to what's missing. Follow the lines that are missing. How do I know what's missing when I don't know what's supposed to be there in the start? But let's see. If it's actually just like 3, I swear. But, well, the first one is missing the 2 lines. And is it actually 3? I'm going to put 3. That'd be hysterical if it turns out to be right. If not, maybe you'll just tell us the answer. These are our messages. Monko, that was delicious. I couldn't eat another bite. Did you see the picture of the pasta I put on my feed? Yep, I saw. You really seem to be enjoying yourself. It looks like Japanese noodles to me. I'll put the, I saw. Be very energetic and happy. Because they're having a fun time. Now we're back to Asaman, who last we saw fell off her bicycle, and it's not working anymore. I guess I made it to the shopping district, but everybody keeps staring at me and whispering for some reason. Hope I didn't get blood on my clothes or anything. And none of these people are speaking English or Japanese. Huh? You've left the country on your bicycle. Okay, do you remember crossing an ocean? LOL. I'll say, huh. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, maybe there's like a place in Japan where they speak a different version of Japanese. Is that a thing? Still no feedback from Ken. I wonder if it really is 3. Because on the first one, it doesn't have the top and the bottom line that the other 2 have. But, I don't know. 3 is one of the only numbers that comes to mind that has those lines at the top and bottom. So, message from Ken. Today's riddle also came from my dreams. The correct answer was 1. Oh. I'm not entirely sure just one person has disappeared. Oh, I knew it, or same dream as before. I'll just put same dream as before. Who's went missing? Who do you know about? Awesomeman. I'm 99% sure I'm in Korea. Yep, definitely Korea. But I do not have a passport, so maybe I'm just in Koreatown. Oh, Koreatown? Yeah, that sounds believable. But you were on your way to Ayama? I'll just say, oh, Koreatown? Because she did mention she gets lost, I think. So her the other 3 is doomed. We're just never going to hear from them again. Because I'm kind of worried, even though I tried my best with Yuka. Lately, the dreams have gotten even weirder, says Ken. What happens in them now? Or something new and even more special or weirder? I'll say, what happens in them now? At least his stuff is just in his dreams currently. Monko. Oh, and check this out. Yes, check what out? Or I'm listening. I'm going to pick check what out because it has cute little smiley face emoticon with it. I think this game does operate on some type of real-time schedule. Awesomeman. Well, since I'm here, I might as well grab some Korean food. Actually, I found a place that looks nice, but I can't understand what's written on the signboard. This feels like how Yuka got in her trouble. Macgioli? I can read some Korean, or I can't read Korean either. I'm going to say I can't read Korean either. Ken. I feel like I'm in one of those movies where the main character can no longer tell which is the dream and which is the real world. Kingdom Hearts? That is a pretty common theme in movies, or I don't really watch movies. I'll say that's a pretty common theme in movies. Though I don't think I've watched too many movies with that. I don't know how entertaining this game is as a Let's Play, but I could not find any Let's Plays of this at all, so at least it's unique. Oh my gosh, look at it. Takeshida's messages and Yuka and Shiku's. Takeshida's is still the most creepy. Mako, the restaurant had a riddle on their signboard. Isn't that fabulous? No! Cool, so if you can't solve the riddle, you can't read the name of the restaurant? Are you sure it isn't just written in a foreign language or something, lol? I'm going to put the last one. Ken, lately I feel like I just zone out a lot. Even just walking around, I suddenly forget what I was doing. Sounds like the end is near for you. Are you dying or something? Or you should see a doctor immediately. Yeah, that you should see a doctor. That was my first thought. Watch him not do it at all. Awesomeman, hey, I see a little kid. There's a little girl with long, straight black hair wandering around alone. I'm going to ask if she's okay. This feels like Ken's. How are you going to ask that if she can't speak to you? A little girl? You sure are outgoing, or straight black hair. And I don't see why straight black hair would be curious, or even a little girl, because why wouldn't a little girl be there? I'm just going to say you sure are outgoing. I don't like any of those responses, though. Monko. Actually, none of us were able to solve it. The chef wouldn't even help us and just sat there grinning. Why don't you give it a try? The chef said that the name is 5 characters long. Oh boy. Arrows. Belly QBD. There's way too much going on here. How on earth is this just 5 letters? I mean, there's 5 separate groupings of letters. So, B, no? I'm gonna need a hint for this one. Relax game. Relax and de-stress. The best game for brain training. I don't find this music particularly relaxing, I'm just gonna say. But I have gotten a bunch of games like this as ads. I don't see myself ever playing them. Hexa Block Puzzle. I do think we actually got an ad for Hexa Block Puzzle. Yeah, that's the ad we got before. It was just a different ad. I think it's better without the sky background of the music. What could those arrows on top mean? That's not a hint. That's a statement. Another hint, please. Gosh, it's so mad. See if we don't have to pause again to try and look up the answer. Chef said the name of the restaurant is 5 letters long, so is it perhaps showing us 1 letter at a time? None of that was helpful. We can get another hint?
Find the hidden
This
animal.
one again. Haven't figured it out yet. Could it be related to parts of the letters or something? That is actually what I thought of. Like, if you remove the non-left sides of the B, you'd have an I, but... And then if you took the bottom of the E, you'd have an L. But... Well, let's go along those lines. L-I... And then L-I-T? L-I-T... L-I-T-O-P? Letop? I don't know, letop doesn't feel like a real word. L-I... I feel like the L-I-T is probably right. Okay, let's just give it a try. Ken, I'm not gonna die. Speaking of my dreams, remember how I said I could hear a girl crying behind me? I feel like every time I have that dream, the crying sound gets closer and closer to where I am. Does it sound like Yuka? Could you please stop with all the creepy stories? What? That's what? Or yeah, you're probably dying. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you're probably dying. I just want this person to get help. Why does no one get helps? Monko, I see. Cute name. Well done, Mr. Chef. Apparently that's the right answer. That riddle was interesting. I bet the people who solve the riddle never forget the name of the restaurant, or I wonder where that chef was from. I'm going to say I wonder where the chef was from, because that doesn't seem like a word to me. Asumin. The girl speaks English! She's so happy. Oh, there really was nobody else speaking English? Or congrats. I'm going to just say congrats. Oh, a new message. Ken. Anyway, I guess it's all in my head. It might not be. It must be, or let's hope so. I'm just going to say it might not be. I'm worried Ken is having severe brain issues. Nothing new on the feed. Oh, the messages. Ken, I should head back to work. Bye. Okay, do your best. Or me too. Let's do our best. I'll say, okay, do your best. I really wish they responded to our specific messages. Monko, thank you very much. I can finally relax and focus on other things, lol. My friends are also impressed with your riddle-solving skills. They are indeed impressive. Not really. I watch videos to get hints. It was nothing. Anybody could have. I mean, thanks. Or I am awesome, lol. I'll just say it was nothing. Everything else sounds mean. Awesomein. I say she's a little kid, but she looks about 9 or 10 years old. That is a kid. She's wearing a kimono. I don't understand everything she's saying, but I guess her parents aren't around right now and she's bored. A little girl? Hope she's not lost. Or what's her name? I'll say what's her name. I feel like her name maybe is something we'd have gotten no matter what we said. Gosh, Shiku, what happened to you? I need like a game of solitaire to play in the background while I'm waiting for new messages. Of course, the minute I pause, I get a new message, so... Monko, talk to you later. Bye, have fun, or yup. I'll say have fun. Be encouraging again. That's Ken. Ossiman. She won't tell me your name. Aw, kids are like that. What are you supposed to call her then? I'll just say kids are like that. Technically, kids shouldn't be talking to strangers. Try and get the kid to tell you where you are. Of course, it looks like, judging from their responses, we might not get new responses from Ken or Monko for a while. But if that's the case, I'd like to try and continue this conversation with Ossiman. If there's another time lapse or whatever, I'd rather trigger it. Plus, this part's only like going on 16 minutes right now. Ossiman, she must have been hurt or something because she has bandages covering up her face. Her voice is also kind of raspy, like it comes and goes. It's actually really cute. Is she facing you? Can you see her eyes? She looks hurt. That's worrisome. I'm going to say that's worrisome. But it's worrisome for a totally different reason than it would be in a normal scenario. I don't know if anyone on this board is still going to be alive by the end of this game. Still can't contact System OP. That's how I feel like this should end, with a really creepy conversation with System OP. I just hope it has a proper ending. Because it really does seem like we're probably not going to be able to get the other friends. Because we can't share. And we can't buy. Ossiman, her eyes are actually covered too, but I guess she can see because she's walking around and stuff. I bet she is super cute without all the bandages. Ossiman has no sense of danger awareness, even less than the others. I'm gonna go look for you. I love kids. Your little kids are adorable. I'm just gonna say little kids are adorable, but part of me thinks I should say I'm gonna look for you. I just don't think I'd find her. I mean, plus that might seem a little creepy, even though I'm pretty sure Ossiman's about to go the way of the others into the great Hirosaka beyond. So, what to do? I love kids, but there doesn't seem to be any parks or anything around here to take her to. How does she get anything done? She's already losing track. You could play house. If you have a string, you could play cat's cradle or play tag. I don't know if she would have a string. Tag doesn't seem right. I'll just say you could play house. Can't go too wild with the potentially injured girl, but seriously, Ossiman, you should be worried about figuring out where you are and how to get to your job. Found a karaoke place, so we're gonna do that. You're gonna take a little girl with bandages to do karaoke? Haha, you're taking a kid to karaoke? Or do they even allow kids in karaoke bars? I'm gonna say you're taking a kid to karaoke? I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be taking random children into buildings with you. It just leads to trouble. Message from Ossiman. It's fine. Even she's like, let's go. So let's go. Have fun. I guess it can't be helped. Or there's a karaoke place nearby? I'll just say, I guess it can't be helped. I still don't think this is a good idea. Ossiman is asking for trouble. Had to cut for a really long time there. We're finally getting some progress, though not a lot. I plan to merge this with the other video, so let's hope we actually get some stuff happening. Got a new message from Monko. Well, not a message, a newsfeed thing, but Okinawan Beach, fabulous. Now all we need are some hot guys to join us, lol. Caramel says, wonderful. Ju says, beautiful. And me here at work, go wild, or how about a group photo? I'll just say go wild, because we shouldn't be asking of a group photo a bunch of girls. Although I do think they're taking very few actual pictures of people. But maybe they're keeping them private, like sensible people. And I guess I'm supposed to be at work, but I'm not actually, so. And we have Ossiman in our messages. So we found one, but nobody is here, and there's not even a clerk at the register. LOL, you should be a bit more reserved, or they left it unattended. Say they left it unattended. I hope Monko messages us. It's basically just sitting around waiting for messages from Ossiman. If I'd known this was time locked or whatever, I wouldn't have focused so much on other messages. Yeah, Ken went off to like work or something. Ken, aren't you off work yet? It's been hours. I've also noticed that every time I pause, that's when we get a new message. All right, little girl, it's singing time. She's just going to walk in. You're just going to go right on in and do that with no cleric. You're such a free spirit, or I think that's considered breaking and entering. I'm going to say the first one. You're just going to go right in because that was my reaction. I guess it would be nice to see a horror game where the protagonist is just completely happy all the time and just does not care about all the horrifying stuff happening. That's the Silent Hill sequel that we need. Forget all the depressed people. Osman, if a clerk shows up, I'm gonna pay. If a clerk shows up, lol. This little girl and I are currently singing a duet. Hee. Hard to imagine that little girl singing. Make sure you actually pay. Sing, girl, sing, or do they have songs for kids? I'll just say sing, girl, sing. Be a little funny also if her path was somehow just the only one where either nothing went crazy or everything goes crazy and she just doesn't react to any of it like a normal person. She's just completely happy right up until the end. Which one do you think it will be? Let us know in the comments. Will she go from being happy to utterly panicked, or will she retain her happiness and her emoticons all the way throughout? Also, will we ever hear from Shiku again? Shiku just went from like 1 to 100 in like 2 seconds. She just got lost somewhere and then that. Awesome, man. The screen is all red and I can't read the song lyrics. Uh-oh. For real though, look at this. This is how it starts. What's going on there? Or whoa, or must be broken. I'll just say must be broken. So let's be real. She's going the way of Takeshita 87. Although I feel like you don't really see karaoke places for a lot of these horror story type things. I wonder if there's actually like an ending to this. I think I said that before, but I still really hope that there is. Because otherwise it's just going to leave us hanging. We need to open up our messages with a new person. We still have Ken, Monko, and Asuman all out in the wild. Unread, is she still trying to get the machine to work? Monko continuing to just chill. I guess Monko hasn't actually been messaging us that long. C suddenly turns red. All the other girls go missing. Gets trapped in Hanuta. Why are there Shibito everywhere? Listen, it looks like the clerk finally showed up. I guess I'll go pay now. Sad face and then a bunch of smiley faces. Can't be helped, or the clerk did come back then, or you better just say can't be helped. What's going to be wrong with the clerk? Will the clerk also have bandages on their face? Well, freaking finally we got another message from Austin, and I just keep pausing, so... Gah. I talked to the person I thought was the clerk, and they turned around and started yelling. I realized it was not actually the clerk, apologized, and ran away. LOL, of course they're going to get mad at you, or maybe you should look around. I want to be more sympathetic. I'd be terrified if that happened to me. I'll say maybe you should look around. Like, why would they get mad at her? Like, they just mistook this person for the clerk when there is no one else around. That actually makes perfect sense. What happened to that little girl, by the way? I feel that's kind of getting overlooked here. Seriously, though, she took a long time to talk to that freaking clerk. I'm hesitant to back off because if she responds and she's like, okay, I'll do that, and then spends like 20 hours looking around. Oh, see, there we go. I don't feel like they were angry at me so much as startled or frightened. They saw our faces and freaked out all of a sudden. That's the little girl. Maybe they didn't speak English, you're the one who barged in and started singing without actually paying, or they were probably just surprised. I'll just say they were probably just surprised. I mean, the other things, like, didn't feel like good options. This game is like when you get a text message or a Facebook message and you see that the person, or then you respond and you see that the other person read your message and you're just sitting there waiting for them to reply. Although in this, oh, there she goes. She read it. But app. I wonder where they took this down. Hold up a sec. The moon is really red. Uh-oh, here we go again. The sky's even red. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. It happens. Yeah, it does happen. Show me. A red moon sounds beautiful. I kind of want to say it happens, but I'm going to say show me. Because it has been happening a lot lately. Just everything turning red and lives being destroyed. Although I guess Shiku didn't get red. But technically Yuka didn't get red either. It was mostly Taki Shida and someone else. Who else got red? Because I know she did, but I swear someone else mentioned something getting red. Oh well. Nope, wasn't him. Oh, new message. See, that's how you know this is a game, because in real life a photo of the moon would never look that great. Ta-da! That really is red. The moon looks beautiful, or whoa. I'll say the moon looks beautiful. She's in trouble, but it is a nice moon. Like, I guess from her perspective, she doesn't know. The game doesn't give me the option to say, look, like, every other person I've talked to on this has more or less gone missing. And at least for one of them, things started to go red. So... yeah, it wasn't Yuka that went red. Seriously though, I don't know where I am. I'm hungry, and this place somehow feels different from the real world. She's still in a good mood. I bet. The fact that you were able to enter a completely empty karaoke bar is definitely unusual, or what are you trying to say? I'll just say I bet. I mean, it's weird for a karaoke bar to be completely empty, but being able to enter that is not necessarily weird. Like, the person at the front desk could have had an emergency, or it could have been closed and they just forgot to lock the door. I don't know, any number of things, really. Or you could be in Silent Hill. That's what I've been saying all along. Let's see what Osterman says next. Is this place isekai? Super happy face. I always heard rumors about it. Oh, what's isekai? Or you heard rumors? I'll say what's isekai. Again, I feel like we're just going to get the same answer no matter what. At least we managed to get a 9-minute some long video out of this. Because the part where I had to cut it off because I wasn't getting any new messages was like 18 minutes. It's hard knowing when to stop it. Because, like, again, it seems to be timed, so you don't want to, like, stop before a character goes away for a time. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like a world where things are a little bit off. I don't know if it's real or not, but supposedly it's just like the world we live our everyday lives in, but just a little different. Interesting. Sounds complicated, or if you're really there, you may not be able to come back. I'll say sounds complicated. I don't want to scare her by saying, you might not be able to come back, and I want to believe that she can. Although, if the others are there... I feel like I've heard the word isekai before, though. Still can't message System OP. Asumin, sigh. It was in a novel I read once. Is that so? A novel? Or sounds interesting? I'm gonna say a novel? Because I'm trying to figure out where I heard of it before. I'm gonna find that last message from Yuka. Poor Yuka. We all ask if she's okay. She doesn't answer, then nobody says anything else. But I guess the game has to work like that. Asumin. When I saw the red moon, I was reminded of it. Hey, about the little girl, she seems totally comfortable with me now. Yay! That's nice. Best friends, or that was fast. I'm gonna say that's nice. I'm glad Asumin is still in high spirits. I don't know if that will make it better or worse as things start to get worse for her. Like, seeing her go from happy to freaked out would be sad. But her continuing to be completely unbothered by everything, I think could be pretty freaky in some way. Although I'm still the most freaked out by Taki Shida 87's weird go to sleep thing. It's time to sleep. Good night. Help. He read our "Are you okay" message, but he never responded. Awesome. So she just handed me some bread. Seems to want to eat together. What a nice kid. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to eat it with her. No, don't eat food from the underworld. I wonder if she'll tell you her name soon. Or total BFFs, or hey, I'm getting hungry too. I'll say, I wonder if she'll tell you her name soon. But you don't take things from the underworld into yourself. That's like a myth or something. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a thing in like the game Siren as well. Oh, here we go. Gibberish. You're Alex G84 G4. Hey, randomly hitting keys are. What's this supposed to mean? I'm just gonna say, what's this supposed to mean? The bread has corrupted her. That's how it always happens. Told you not to eat the bread. But yeah, like in Forbidden Siren, you can't take in the water of the underworld or whatever. Because otherwise, it does bad things. I don't want to spoil the game for people who haven't played it. Play it. Play the PlayStation 2 game. Maybe don't play Blood Curse, which is like a reimagining. I did not care for Blood Curse. Also, heavily features the color red. Messages. She read our message, so hopefully she'll respond soon. Very worried about her. I feel like we're gonna lose contact soon. Or she's gonna pull like a, what was it, Ken? Who like sat on the keyboard or something. So it's been a considerable bit. We haven't got any new messages from Austin, so we're probably just gonna call this part here. Things are getting crazier, but I'm not sure how much longer this game will even last, considering we only have, I think, like 2 people who haven't gone, well, this. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!